Hey guys, it's Ping with Vital MX. Thanks for checking us out. Today we're at Cahuilla Creek Raceway riding the 2022 Kawasaki KX450. What's new for 22? Nothing. Zip. But this was our shootout winner last year, so they're holding steady with what is the best bike in the class from last year. There are some things about this bike that we want to pass along in case you've got one and you're not sure about settings, because there are a couple things about it that can be cleaned up, and I want to take you through those. The first thing you'll notice on this engine is it's incredibly rider friendly. And I think this has a big part of why this bike was so well liked by all our test riders is everyone that gets on it likes it. They don't have a lot of bad things to say about it. The motor is so steady and tractable and rideable and easy to ride that it works well anywhere. Now a pro level guy might get on every now and then and go, man, I just feel like I wish I had a little bit more here or there. But that's, you know, that's a very small number of people. The average guys, this is plenty of motorcycle. It's plenty fast. And it's really not that the horsepower numbers are off. It's just the way that it makes it is very linear and smooth, which is a good thing, trust me. The suspension, it's got some of the best suspension in the class, but there are some tweaks. This fork can feel a little bit soft. If you're somebody who rides on the front a lot or you're a heavier guy, you're gonna notice that it's a little bit soft. I'm 175 and I can make this fork work where I actually don't like trying to go to a stiffer spring. They'll tell you to bump up a spring rate or two in one leg, and that sort of offsets it and gets you to a good spot. If you're heavier and you can't get it to work the way it is, that's a good solution. If you can make it work this way, I would say leave it the way it is. And all I did, I literally went one click stiffer on the compression and one click faster on the rebound on the fork. And that was all it took. And that's a small change, I know, but that's all it took. I don't know what else to tell you. And then the shock, we also added a quarter turn of high-speed rebound, or compression rather, which just kind of lets the bike squat a little bit more. It does give that back a little bit more of a plush feel, but it does squat where the bike's position is, and that takes some weight off the front and it balanced it right away. So with those changes, I was really happy. We set the sag at 103, but it was brand new. So 105 is sort of the target you're looking for. And that's probably where ours ended up. But what I was feeling initially, and you may feel the same way, is when I would come into like a sweeper or into a turn braking really hard on the front would get down into the stroke a little too far and want to kind of deflect. You'll feel it just start to be a little bit nervous for a second. That's just getting too far down in and it's looking for a way out. There's too much pressure on it, you know, too deep in the stroke. So those couple of little changes I talked about kept me where I needed to be and eliminated that completely. Very, very simple fix, so try that. You can go maybe 2 or 3 clicks in on that compression on the fork before you start to lose the comfort, and then you're going the wrong direction. You probably want to look at a spring, stiffer spring. The engine, the mapping, comes stock with a green coupler. There is a black coupler that's a softer application of power, and then a white coupler that's a little bit more aggressive. Now there's also a map, they call it the Chavez map. Mike Chavez is the Kawasaki guy that comes out to handle all the media. This guy's been around the industry forever, very sharp, he knows what he's doing. He built a map that kind of cleans up, just fills in some of the holes in the maps, even the white map. And some people like it better. I liked the aggressive map myself personally. It has a little bit more of sort of a hit where I want it, so that if I need to kind of snap the throttle, I can make it jump, but it still rolls on really well. It's a little bit more exciting than the standard one, but still very rideable. So that was my favorite, the white, but you can try this Chavez map out. And I would say that Chavez map would be really good if the traction was limited. If it was hard slick, end of the day Glen Helen, or you know, something similar to that. The white coupler could be a little bit too aggressive. Like I said, it does have a little bit more of a spike in the acceleration kind of halfway into that power band. And so the Chavez one is a little more linear. Like I said, it kind of fills in the hole, so there's never any big spikes. And so it's just very linear but clean. So that would probably be better on a low traction situation. Traction wasn't an issue today, and I like that white coupler. And that's really all you want to do with this thing. There are bar mount positions. You can drop the pegs down 5 mil. There's some changes this bike allows you to make if you're taller, but for most guys, I would say just leave it in their back position on the bars and leave the pegs in the stock position. You're gonna love it. This is a great motorcycle. Like I said, no changes really for the year, but I think this thing is still gonna be a front runner in our shootout, which is coming up here not too far away, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a battle this year between these top brands, and I'm looking forward to see how the Kawasaki does. Like I said, this is our champ from last year, so thank you to those guys for letting us bring this thing out again and have a look at the 22 and get some laps on it. We're looking forward to seeing it in the shootout. Thanks guys for watching, we'll see you soon.